Okay, begin with the end in mind. The inverse of this function, and it wants the equation. So I am looking for an equation, and key is going to be inverse. Okay? Now, again, if you are, as I'm thinking, perfect world scenario, okay? You've got a section on your reference sheet that talks about finding the inverse of a function. Again, perfect world, you've got it on there so you know the steps. If you want some review, that is in 1.6 is the section. I do remember that one. I believe it's 1.6 is the section about inverses. So I know I'm looking for an equation. I know I got to follow the process for finding an inverse of a function. So I read, based on the data from 1974 to 2003, the death rate due to heart disease in the United States and I always look at these things, per 100,000 people, how it's modeled, can be modeled by this equation. P is the percentage of people who smoke. Well, okay. There's a lot of things in here. You know that because of if this equals this, then we can get rid of some of these extra things. We don't need that one. So the only equation that I'm playing with is this one. Now, if you remember, or you look at your reference sheet, you remember that that you're supposed to now just solve for P. This was our output, this is our input, we want to flip that. That's the point of inverse. So let's look at what solve for P. So I'll just do these steps. You stop me if you don't know what I'm doing, because it's just algebra. Move the 5387 to the other side by adding to both. Then it's a divide. And we successfully isolated P. Okay? So, at this point we're done. Two common errors get made right now going forward. So if I were to put a percentage on it, more than half of you got this part right, and then another third of you screwed it up, try to write it in. So let me help you remember. And I did give credit, even though, or at least partial credit, even though you might have messed it up. And here it is. Parentheses D plus 53.87, close parentheses, divided by 14.08. So one of the mistakes is that people forgot parentheses again. Second mistake is that they put a P instead of a D. One is input, one is output. There is a difference. So you need to be careful. Now if you happen to go further, the correct answer here was 0.07D plus 3.83 was also an acceptable answer. That is found by dividing 1D divided by 1408. That's what gives you this one, 0.07, plus 53.87 divided by 14.08 would give you the 3.83.